Lewis Hamilton just cracked the code that Ferrari's own engineers couldn't solve for decades, and the championship fight is about to explode. Chapter 1. The breakthrough that changed everything. 10 races of struggle, 10 races of doubt, 10 races of critics writing off the greatest driver of all time, until Montreal changed everything. Hamilton's braking data didn't just shock Ferrari engineers, it rewrote their entire philosophy. 3 meters later than Charles Leclerc, with perfect control and speed, Ferrari's own technical report, June 2025. And in 45 seconds, you'll discover how this single lap created a revolution inside Maranello. While everyone focused on the scoreboard, Hamilton was conducting the most sophisticated psychological warfare in F1 history. Every struggling weekend was data collection. Every disappointing qualifying was intelligence gathering. The 7-time world champion wasn't losing. He was learning a completely alien machine. Toto Wolff called Ferrari's SF25 an alien concept compared to Mercedes. But here's what he didn't say. Aliens can be tamed by the right pilot. Stay tuned. At 3 minutes, you'll hear how Ferrari's cultural mismatch became Hamilton's secret weapon. Map 44. Ferrari created an entirely new braking configuration based on Hamilton's feedback. His instinctive driving extracted performance from the SF25 that their own engineers didn't know existed. This wasn't adaptation. This was domination disguised as struggle. The British guy in the all-Italian team wasn't the problem. He was the solution Ferrari didn't know they needed. Chapter 2. The genius of calculated patience. Here's what the paddock completely missed about Hamilton's Ferrari masterclass. Austria, 2002, taught Ferrari to fear their own power. Rubens Barrichello's forced victory handover created such outrage that team orders were banned for 8 years. The lesson? Ferrari learned that heavy-handed control destroys more than it creates. And in 30 seconds, you'll see how Hamilton weaponized this historical trauma. Fast forward to 2025, and Hamilton arrived with a different philosophy entirely. No demands, no ultimatums, no political maneuvering, just pure, methodical data that spoke louder than any radio message. While Fred Vasseur faced execution squads in Italian media, 3 races to save his job, they claimed, Hamilton quietly became his greatest defender. Not through words, but through engineering brilliance that transformed Ferrari's ride height problems into competitive advantages. The SF25's forced high-running position? Hamilton's Montreal breakthrough proved it could work with the right braking technique. Stay tuned. At 6 minutes, you'll discover the telemetry secret that's about to demolish McLaren's tire advantage. Christian Horner turned down Ferrari's approach because he saw what was coming. Antonello Coletta remains a contender for Vasseur's job, but Hamilton's data revolution just gave the current boss his strongest defense yet. And that rumored UK base? It's not about abandoning Italian identity. It's about Hamilton showing Ferrari how to blend British innovation with Italian passion. What's more impressive, Hamilton's ability to master any car, or Ferrari's willingness to completely rebuild their philosophy around one driver's feedback? Drop your take, and I'll showcase the most insightful responses in tomorrow's championship prediction video. Chapter 3. The data that destroys rivals. While McLaren celebrated their ingenious suspension system, Hamilton was quietly building something more dangerous: perfect tire understanding. McLaren's 87% optimal tire window looks impressive until you realize Hamilton's Montreal configuration achieved 91% efficiency in the final stint. The data that F1 Tech tried to bury shows Ferrari's real pace potential. And in 40 seconds, you'll see why the FIA's 2026 regulation changes actually favor Hamilton's approach. The hidden McLaren advantage? Hamilton's braking technique neutralizes it completely. Their anti-dive geometry becomes irrelevant when your driver can brake 3 meters later with 0 tire degradation penalty. Ferrari's Map 44 isn't just a braking configuration, it's a complete philosophical shift. Every brake point, every tire temperature, every aerodynamic balance point optimized for Hamilton's rhythm. The seven-time champion didn't adapt to Ferrari's car. He evolved it. Notice this telemetry breakthrough from Montreal. Hamilton's late braking actually improves tire temperature consistency across all four corners. While McLaren's system manages degradation, Hamilton's technique prevents it entirely. Stay tuned. At 8 minutes, you'll hear the radio message that proves Ferrari's engineers now worship Hamilton's data. The FIA's 2026 suspension restrictions won't hurt Ferrari. They'll help them. When every team loses McLaren's mechanical advantage, Hamilton's pure driving technique becomes the decisive factor. Chapter 4. The Championship Resurrection. The 2025 season isn't over. It's about to begin. Max Verstappen thinks he's fighting George Russell for psychological supremacy. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri are destroying McLaren's harmony with friendly fire. Meanwhile, Hamilton is programming Ferrari for a title charge that nobody sees coming. And in 60 seconds, you'll discover the upgrade package that makes everything click. Jacques Villeneuve called Piastri's move on Norris nasty, but that collision revealed McLaren's fatal flaw. They have speed, but no unity. Ferrari has something more dangerous, a driver reshaping the team's DNA from within. The Austrian Grand Prix upgrade isn't just rear suspension improvements. It's Hamilton's complete technical philosophy integrated into every component of the SF25. Fred Vasseur's execution focus wasn't corporate speak. It was code for Hamilton's systematic car optimization. While rivals chase aerodynamic gains, Ferrari is perfecting the most sophisticated driver-car integration in F1 history. The ride height problems that plagued early 2025, Hamilton's braking data turned them into aerodynamic advantages. The cultural mismatch between British precision and Italian passion. It created the perfect storm of innovation and emotion. Charles Leclerc isn't Hamilton's victim. He's his greatest beneficiary. Every Map 44 breakthrough improves both cars. Every Hamilton data point elevates Ferrari's entire technical understanding. Nico Rosberg's UK-based rumors miss the point entirely. Hamilton isn't changing Ferrari's location. He's changing their mindset. British methodology meets Italian heart, creating something more powerful than either nation could achieve alone. The championship mathematics are brutal, but beautiful. 10 races remain. McLaren's early advantage is built on borrowed time. Red Bull's internal tensions are growing. Mercedes lacks the development direction that only Hamilton's unique data could provide. Ferrari's identity crisis was never a weakness. It was evolution disguised as chaos. Hamilton's patient approach, his data-driven philosophy, his refusal to demand immediate results, all culminated in Montreal's breakthrough moment. As die-hard Ferrari fans, we've learned to embrace the impossible. Hamilton's arrival wasn't the end of Ferrari's identity. It was the beginning of their evolution. Subscribe to witness the greatest comeback story in F1 history unfold before your eyes.